You guys looking forward to the Euros today?
I've never seen a back four for England that bad in years, but
Fuck
it'd be a
England.
laugh, I think.
Fuck England, man. This is what happens. I never support England during the tournament, so I can actually enjoy the tournament.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Was it at a World Cup? He supported Japan.
Yeah.
Cards, and he had a Japan shirt. I was creasing it.
Oh my days! We gotta do what we gotta do to get some joy out of football, innit?
If over Ireland, you have a much better time.
Well, enough is enough, and it's time for a change.
Are you ready?
It is Sunday, and you're listening to the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast.
Give me a hell yeah! Get some man! Ooh, yeah!
With Kinny Killa.
Hey, yo! We're in the big D tonight, baby, and we are live! Woo!
I'm the gal them sugar should.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be! Cause that's the bottom line! The Stone Cold Simpson!
Oh, son of a bitch, I am tired in this motherfucker, and it is episode 167 of the Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, and I am the man of the hour, too tired to be sour. I am the one man with no Instagram, Kinny Killa, bringing you the best in professional wrestling as we do every Sunday, and I have my guests for today. It is a return of the guy with the Belmont banter, the man from Belmont. It is James Belmont.
Oh, it's always nice to be here. As you've chosen correctly, you chose Sting, but obviously you brought Reveiw Cup along. So I don't know how the show's going to go now.
Well, I suppose you're speaking about my mate Bill. You know, my mate Bill, Billy Johnson. How's it going, Bill?
Hey, yo. Do I have to do this with Belmont?
Do we argue enough as it is on our show?
Like an old married couple.
I know, it's getting worse every week.
It's just bicker. It's
All the
like 3
time.
hours.
I like Sting. Well, I don't. That's what it is.
That's the start of it all.
Don't need Triple H.
Oh, no, yeah, that could be a 2-hour special.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
I'll use my shovel with him. Hurry, everybody.
Don't leave New Japan alone. I'm going to break that big nose of his.
Oh my days, yeah. Anyway, Bill, I know you're tired, mate. I know you're tired. You've been working hard, trying to get that paper, because you got gimmicks, you call bills, and you're trying to get out. You're trying to go on holiday. You're tired, you're working hard, but I'm glad you've taken some time out, mate, in your weird schedule, because I know that you work nights, so you should be sleeping right now, you bastard. But yes.
I know. I should be like fast asleep and like not paying attention to the world, but I'm awake. I'm doing this for the Sunday Segue.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Dedication to the cause.
Dedication. Too, as Virgil likes to say, too legit to quit.
The wrestling superstar.
Oh my days. Belmont, how you been, brother?
Oh man, I'm tired as well. These 5 o'clock starts at work. I have to get up at 4. It's killing me this week, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my 5 o'clock job is kids, so I feel your pain.
Because that's a 24-hour job. At least I only get 8 hours and go home.
Exactly. Oh man, so we have watched NXT Takeover The End, but is the end or is the beginning of the end of the end of the beginning, as they like to call it.
It wasn't actually clear.
No, it wasn't very clear, was it? So we're going to go through that, Segheads. Also, we will be talking about some tidbits on Raw, also, like why the hell is Cena burying AJ Styles and not making him look good before they've even had a match, and things like why is Teddy Long out on that Titantron. Don't understand why he's out on that ramp. Anywho, let's go for it. Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast. Make sure you check us out. That's Sunday Segue Podcast. .wix.com/Sunday Segue. Also, make sure you check us out on Twitter. That's at Sunday Segue. Segue spelled SEGUE. You can also follow me. It's at Kinny Killa. That's KILLA. Also, please like us on Facebook. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on iTunes, Podomatic, Stitcher, and don't forget to download that Double Twist player. Right, Belmont, any shout outs?
Well, Billy's here, so I don't have to shout him out. So be the rest of the offshoot crew. You know who you are. Roxy, Michael, Chad. Hope you get better soon, brother.
Nice. Bill?
Well, obviously I'm never going to shout Belmont out. I'll just shout myself out.
Oh, he shouts at me.
Shout
doesn't
out
shout
to
me
myself.
out.
Shout out to myself. I want to give a shout out to, you know who he is, Mr. Emrod Mike Rodriguez. As every Friday, as he likes to do, he likes to shout us out. So I'll give him a shout out. I'll give him a little shout out. I want to give a shout out to our business partners in crime as we do. Max Wrestling Magazine. Make sure you check them out. Check out the podcast. Obviously, you would have listened to them on VOC Nation before us. Swerve Talk, obviously, as well. I want to give a shout out to Attitude of Aggression podcast. David Gates. Yep, shout out to you boys. Shout out to Jason and Squeak also at You What Gaming YouTube show. And I want to give a shout out to Worldwide Wrestling Community on Facebook. Make sure you follow them, like them. Make sure you put any comments you want about the wrestling biz on that. Right, so let's kick into it. The main question for today: will the draft be a positive or a negative, have a positive or a negative effect on NXT? Belmont, your thoughts, please.
NXT is going to get ripped apart from top to bottom. Most of them big stars are not staying on NXT once this brand split happens. They need star power on SmackDown. American Alpha are not going to stay there. Nakamura and Aries, you never know. They're too good to be where they are. It's just going to be like that throughout the whole roster. Mm-hmm. And have they developed enough talent of their own to sustain? Time will tell, but I don't know. I don't think it's a good thing for NXT.
Okay, what about you, Bill?
I do fear for NXT, to be perfectly honest. Going forward, you're going to lose so many people coming out of there because they're just going to need bodies to fill spots on SmackDown. So I do think, like James said, that Nakamura and Austin Aries are more than ready. Obviously, you've got guys to step in like Rude and Eric Young now. So it's going to be tough going forward, but we don't really know what's going to happen. That's what I always say. So
I mean, I have a positive and a negative for this. I mean, it's weird because my positive out of it, because we talked about the negatives, but my positive out of it is that it gives NXT and a lot, because they have a lot of talent. They have a lot of talent that hasn't reached TV yet. Now, it's giving them a chance to develop. Those talents to develop, and now this will give them their chance to be the next lot. So it'll be like a complete new refresh. So like when FCW finished and they decided that NXT was going to be this new thing, and we had a whole heap of fresh faces. Okay, and straight off the bat, it was good to see fresh faces. So even though, some of the guys that, are the pillars of NXT will be leaving, it just makes way for new talent. There's guys like Rich One who have been waiting to have an actual extended run. There's guys like Ty Dillinger who is actually over and who will actually get airtime. He will be one of probably the main heels. You have Bobby Roode coming in, Hideo Itami coming back. Joe will be there for a bit before he comes up. Ember Moon, formerly Athena, she'll be making her debut on the next TV tapings. So she is an amazing talent. Nikki Storm is going to be coming into that women's division. So there will be people coming up, and people will actually get time. Obviously, there'll be a little bit of a lull for a couple of weeks, but while they get these guys over, but. There's positives and negatives, and I'm happy at the fact that these guys will get a chance on the main roster. Seeing Samoa Joe on the main roster is going to be absolute nuts. So, yeah, and Shinsuke, don't even get me started.
I've said it before, he's wrestling Jesus. I can't say any more about Shinsuke Nakamura.
I mean, you two were there with me, when I got to meet him and we got to see him wrestle. That's a moment that I will never forget. So I still got the AJ gloves in this case to prove it. So yeah, there you go. Right, let's get straight into NXT Takeover at the end, because we had a pay-per-view on Wednesday. So let's go through the card so I can get you guys' thoughts, because I know you guys watched it, and I know you guys are eager to spit some positive or negative bars on the mic. So let's do this. In fact, on the dark match, Ember Moon did make her debut against Peyton Royce. Obviously, we didn't see this, so I won't comment much about it. But we started off with La Sombra, I should say Andrade Cien Almas. Bit of a tongue twister there, or CN for short, facing off against Ty Dillinger. Ty Dillinger, Bill, came out. He was over as fuck. Now, for Ty Dillinger, this is a good kind of moment for him in terms of looking at a crystal ball and seeing the future for him, isn't it?
Definitely, shout out to that collar. They're just amazing.
Yeah.
You know, 80s-esque, quintessential 80s guy, Ty Dillinger. But no, he's, you know, an established mid-card act. You know, if NXT had a mid-card title, I'd certainly be putting it on Ty. Sky's the limit. I don't know about La Sombra. I still haven't got with that name. I can't.
I'm pissed.
At all.
I'm pissed, man. They sold him down the river. What? Like, obviously, I understand, like, with Triple H saying, "Oh, why put a mask on him?" Blah blah blah. But
yeah,
like, because he is amazing. If anyone's watched Triple H, CMLL, you know obviously he was one of the first kind of guys to be in that first group of IWGP Intercontinental Champions. But I just feel like they're holding back some of the moveset and so on and so on. But who picked the clothes, man? He looked like.
It's like the Godfather.
Yeah.
That hat with a feather in it.
I was listening to the law and they're talking about he looks like a mix between the Godfather and Los Boricuas.
Oh, mate. Brutal.
Los Boricuas.
Well, obviously, he lost the mask like ages ago. That was years ago. He lost it to Ultimo Guerrero, at one of the anniversary shows for CMML. So, obviously, he's not going to be wearing a mask. I don't have a problem with that. It's just the name. I'm just having a lot of trouble adapting to it. And like you said, you know, he come out looking like a mix between the Godfather and Los Boricuas. You know, I'm sure it will take time to find his new look because obviously he's a new character. So yeah, no.
I haven't given up on him yet. Don't worry about that. I think it'll be short until it's CN. That's what will happen. It'll be.
I hope they do.
It'll be shortened to CN or just Andrade. That will be it. But let's get into the match, Belmont. I mean, this was obviously to kind of get Ty Dillinger over in some set, and also to showcase CN as at his debut. He did some really good moves. I like the double backflip. That was nice. What about Ty Dillinger and that sweet chin in the face?
Oh, that super kick was sick. Oh my God! Could you hear the smack and the way he just flopped down off the corner? That was such a great. I'm a sucker for a good super kick. That's why I really like the Young Bucks now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was great to see Dillinger back because I thought when I first saw the Perfect 10 gimmick, you think that's got like an old school vibe to it, something they would have done late 80s, early 90s. But I like it. I really dig it, and I think it can go far if used properly. Mm-hmm. So I've said it earlier when I saw the match. He's going to be NXT champion at one point. He's going to be.
Yeah, he has got a lot. He's been around the block for a long time. Obviously, he was part of WWE before, Shawn Spears and all that. But now he's come back. He's used as a hand, you know what I mean? Anyone who's come back from injury and they wrestle against him and so on. So it's his time, and I think he will get his chance. I'm looking forward to see what happens with CN though, and see where he goes. He did a Bronco Buster or some kind of variation of a Bronco Buster, balls to the face.
Teabag.
30 miles an hour, balls to the face.
Knee bag.
It's a lethal finisher.
Yeah. For the 1, 2, 3. So there we go. But we'll wait to see what happens. They've released the spoilers for the next 3 weeks of NXT. So I won't release that, but he will be featuring prominently. Let's go into the Reveiw, who I absolutely fucking love. Versus American Alpha. Now, my love for the Reveiw, Bill. Like, as soon as they dropped that mechanic's name and these guys come out, and then they came up with the t-shirt, no flips, just fists. I thought these guys are absolute goons. Like, they went in. The way that these guys wrestle is so old school, and it's so refreshing to see again. I don't know if you agree.
I do agree. I'm a sucker for old school. I like their Arn and Tully rip-off gimmick. I have no problem with it. I think in this day and age you need to stand out and do something different, and old school is cool, as they say.
Yeah, indeed. Belmont, what did you think about the chemistry between these two? Because they let them go at it again, man.
Mate, that's probably one of the best tag team matches I've seen for ages. Everything just clicked. It was damn near perfect. Everything was so crisp and smooth. It's rare that you get two tag teams like that work so well. They complement each other brilliantly. Alpha have got the speed and the strength, as you two have said. The Reveiw got the old school. They cut off the ring with the dirty tactics and stuff like at the Andersons. It was tremendous, absolutely tremendous.
This was so fast paced. It was so good to see. I mean, the double team moves. I mean, you see Gable and JJ. Just the double drop kicks. Clotheslines over. Like, it's just, I just love it. And they both slide into the ring ropes and like, yeah, come on. And then everyone's going, hoo, hoo, like, quoting the Steiners. I love that. I just love the hard stiffness that the Revival give. I mean, there was a point there where I think there was a point in the match where I think Gable had gone for I think he had gone for not Gable, sorry, JJ. He went for a spear in the corner, missed, and I think Dash Wilder kind of followed him through and jumped out through the ropes and kind of did a diving clothesline from out the ring. Fucking loved it. Then there was where they were trying to go for their finisher, American Alpha, pushed JJ out of the ring, and then you just get Shatter Machine for the 1, 2, 3. What a match! Was you surprised, Billy, that they went over?
Not really, no. I can see Alpha being called up to the main roster. I think that's their thinking. Obviously, you got this as their first title defense, so it was going to be a bit strange. But I was generally very happy for the Revival. I think they're the better tag team at this moment. I think they're more solid. I mean, you can keep them on NXT and put a couple of feuds behind them. And it's just, this match was just so good. It was a great match.
Mm-hmm. And then these guys went to the back. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan were in the ring, and for a split second, Belmont, I thought, please do not do a heel turn for one of them, because the way they were acting,
yes,
you know what I mean.
I thought someone was going to get hit with a right cross or something. I was like, no, please this team's too good.
Please don't hit him, JJ.
Yeah.
Please
don't do it.
And then what did we see? We saw these two big fucking beasts come in and literally ragdoll Gable. And these tag team moves that these guys were doing, oh my days. I thought, this is fucking sick. These guys, the authors of pain. Jeez. And then all of a sudden, from the back, out comes Paul fucking Ellering. I was like, what? This is a sick partnership. What's your thoughts, man, Belmont?
Well, first of all, I thought it was Bad Luck Fale running for the wins. Oh, no. Please tell me he's not on NXT. But I wasn't expecting it. It was I really don't know what to say about it. These two beatdowns. Destroying everything in the ring. Mm. And as for that, as Paul Ellering coming out, that was like, what? It's a complete swerve. Yeah, it's cool. I'd like to see where this is going to go.
Bill, after this, we got our man Shinsuke. Austin Aries comes up first with the cape. Loving the cape. Absolutely love it. He comes with his, his belly kind of wrapped up. I was thinking, what's happening there? Like, is this part of his costume or what? Like, and then Shinsuke come out, massive pop. The crowd was singing along. I just thought, oh, I love this guy so much. He's got charisma dripping from his pores. Like, it's amazing. Every time this song plays, I just get goosebumps. The match itself started off slow. In the end, I thought this was a well-balanced match. I thought they gave Austin Aries a lot of time, which was great to get him over also. He did some really, really good moves in this match as well. He stiffed Nakamura a lot of times, especially when he gave him the DVD on the apron.
Oh, yes, obviously Nakamura likes it stiff. He's the king of strong style. So, no, this match with Austin Aries, the positioning was a bit strange. You probably would have put the Asuka match here, because obviously after having such a great tag team match, it's a bit difficult to follow up with such another good match. Obviously Aries and Nakamura both proving that they deserve a spot on that main roster, and they can't knock this match. It was very, very good, and like you said, the DVD on the ring apron. Someone showed Will Ospreay how to sell it.
I was ready to calm down.
That was the one problem I had with that Ricochet and Will Ospreay match. So
okay.
that was the one, because they didn't sell it properly. So.
Belmont, there was a lot of spots in here which I felt fresh. The ear clap. Wow. The ear clap. I was like, whoa. Austin Aries just busting ear clap. When was the fucking last time I saw an ear clap? And then Austin Aries jumped out of the ring again, right? And the guy bust his throat on the guardrail, full pelt. I thought this guy was a goner.
No, of course he's not a goner. That's what he does, mate. This is his thing. I had to tuck my wallet to the ground because that's like a dream match. I can't believe I got to see it. If NXT is good at anything, it's the dream matchups at the moment, which is fantastic.
It's amazing, man. A failed 450 splash. Then we get a Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. Done.
From the top, wasn't it?
From the top. Oh, the first one was from the top on the back of his head, and then he came with the normal Kinshasa for the 1, 2, 3. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Love it. Then we got Asuka versus Nia Jax. Now this match was interesting because I wanted to see whether they were going to use this match to get Nia Jax over and make her look strong and have Asuka kind of obviously struggle. And they did exactly what I thought, and I loved it. This was Nia Jax's best match to date, I felt. Did you agree, Belmont?
It's Nia Jax's best match to date, yeah, but I'm still not a big fan of hers. I still think she's got a ways to go. I don't know, it's like her pacing is off or something. I get really bored in her matches now. She just keeps ragdolling people from across the ring. It's just boring. Do something else, then.
What do you want her to do? A fucking moonsault, mate?
No, don't, no. Vader used to do that. We don't need any more dodgy moonsaults like that. We can kill you. Just look at the size of her.
Bam, moonsault.
No, I don't know. It's
No, I feel
it's not clicking with me while watching Nia Jax. I don't know.
What's your thoughts, Billy?
Nia Jax has impressed me every time that they've heated her up for a feud with the champion. Again here, she's impressed me. I think she's a good hand, and Asuka and her had a very good match, but it was just like the positioning of it all. She couldn't follow the Revival, and Shinsuke's match, they had no chance, and maybe that's why the boredom set in, James, because at points I was checking my phone during this match.
Yeah, mate, because we're on such a high. And like, it's all amazing tag match. You're on like your fever pitch, and you got Nakamura Aries after that. You're like, oh my god! You get this match, you kind of just calmed it. You could sense it in the crowd too. It's kind of like a cool down period. So maybe I didn't really get into it as much as I did. But I'm not. The match was good. Don't get me wrong. Like Asuka in a different dynamic for a change. Where she wasn't dominated, she was getting dominated. See how she reacts. That was cool.
Yeah, I love that they did the powerbomb spot again. Hard factor, obviously, the contract signing, and I just love the way that Asuka had to come from deep. Nia Jax tried to hulk up, and then straight Asuka was like, "Nah, kick you in the face, straight to the ropes, bam, running knee, like done, finished. You're knocked, you KO'd." But Nia Jax looked like she was actually KO'd. Like the guy was in there with the fucking light. Like, can you see? Like, you okay? You okay? Like, But yeah, the only thing that bothered me with this is that because Asuka flows so nice, if you see every time she goes for the arm bars and goes into the submissions, she flows so nice. But because Nia Jax is a different kind of kettle of fish, it didn't flow as good. Asuka, they need to get the title off her quick and get her up, because I think that she can have amazing matches with girls up the top.
I don't know. I think she because a lot of the Sasha Banks hype and that. She might get a bit lost in the shuffle.
She'll probably wait. They'll wait probably until after Mania, probably.
I think so. Keep her there till just after Mania, then make the move, because Bayley's got to go up yet as well.
First, yeah. Okay, so we exit this. We go to the main event. Samoa Joe facing off against Finn Balor. This has been a massive feud for about 6 bloody months. And this was the end. Steel cage match, first ever steel cage match in NXT history. Thoughts, Billy?
Another really good match. I did not expect. Well, I sort of expected the outcome, but it was a bit of a strange one. It's like, how do you book going forward? Do you have Finn Balor going over, or do you have Samoa Joe going over? I think they made the right choice in having Joe, because I think Balor's like more than ready for the main roster. But from what I've read on spoilers online, that's not what they're doing, so I don't know why they sort of did this, the big finish. But I suppose the only thing this match was missing really was a bit of blood. But obviously, in the PG era, we don't get a bit of blood, so
Well, we got a blood in the last match, didn't we? Between them. Unceremoniously we got it. It wasn't on purpose, obviously.
But it really spiced that match up, just in my opinion, the last time we got a bit of blood. Obviously, I added with the Doctor getting interfered all the time. But, you know, it added a little bit of extra to this match last time.
Yeah.
Well, I just thought, you know, with the big cage stipulation, it's probably needed a bit of blood just to spice it up a little bit.
Belmont, do a Conan and speak on this.
Well, no, I think Billy's dead on. Sometimes you need a bit of colour. That's such a smart term. You need a bit of colour to make the match, spice it up. You get involved in it more because these guys are getting battered and bloodied and smashed around the cage. As the match goes, it was obviously going to be great because these two got really good chemistry together and always good matches. The only thing that bugs me, I think I spoke to Billy about this not long ago, the demon persona.
Mm-hmm.
When he does it, he needs to bring some new moves to the table when he's gone into that zone. But he lost as a demon now. Before this match, I don't think he's ever lost as a demon, has he?
No.
No, so I think they should have protected that maybe, but at the same time, at a takeover, at a big show, you know, aptly named The End, it's a big thing, so they I guess they had to bring it out, but that's the only thing that bugs me. I think his time is up. I think Balor's done. I don't think there's anything else he can really do there. He was the longest reigning NXT champion. Had it for a little too long, in my opinion. When he lost the title, I thought, okay, now he's going to move. And then a few carried on. I was like, okay, give it a few more weeks, then he's going to move. Then it kept going. Then it got to this, and then that finished, that muscle buster off the second rope. No, that's just filth, mate. Done. But yeah, I think now that he's lost that, now you got to move him on, because now what are you going to do with him? It's like Bayley as well. She lost the title to Asuka. Now it's kind of like, well, what do we do here? Is her time up as well? Should we move her on? It's strange times. I don't know what their plans are, but I don't think he's going to maintain a momentum on NXT if he sticks around too much longer now.
Okay.
Belmont, you need to go on the internet because they've got a nice program set up for Finn Balor now.
Oh, yeah, they have. Surprised me, actually. But it's the right kind of move, I suppose, as they lead up to, NXT Brooklyn. So, right, guys, that's the end of the pay-per-view. So, please, Belmont, can you give me your pay-per-view rating?
Definitely, I reckon it's an 8. It wasn't quite as good as Dallas,
Mm-hmm.
but it was still right up there. So I'll give it a solid 8 out of 10.
Billy?
I'm just gonna be a bit different and go 7.5.
Ah, okay. So I'm coming back to you, Bill. What was your match of the night?
I'm definitely gonna go with Reveiw versus Alpha. Just nothing could top it the entire night. It was just one incredible journey, and like I said, everyone else sort of had trouble following it.
Do you second that, Belmont?
Yeah, I second that completely.
Okay.
One of the best tag team matches I've ever seen.
What was your disappointment of the night?
Nia Jax, probably.
Okay. Bill?
Oh God.
It's
hard to think of one.
Mate, if you didn't have one, that's cool.
I'd say just this NXT special because it wasn't one of the better ones.
Okay. All right. Who was your pay-per-view MVP, Bill?
Oh God. The Reveiw.
The Reveiw. Oh, nice. Belmont?
I'm going for Chad Gable.
Chad Gable.
Put absolutely everything into that match.
Great. All right, guys, we're going to go to a break now. You can hear from our sponsors at VOC Nation. And then we'll be back talking about some things that we saw on Raw that we liked and what we didn't like, okay? So don't you miss it.
Live from the In the Room studios located in the Net Carrier and Cloud. This is the VOC Nation Radio Network.
Hey everyone, it is your favorite knockout, Mickie James, and you're listening to the VOC Nation.
Hey there, hi there, ho there. Thanks for coming on down. It's Save Wrestling, the podcast, and the business-making town. I am your award-winning hostess with the mostest, Shelly Funtime Martinez, and she is my co-host, Dazzling Danielle.
Woo! Hello out there.
And together we are the Martinez Girls. You finally did it. And you can join us here Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern on the VOC Nation as we save wrestling together, Danielle.
Fighting crime.
Woo!
And we're back, people. Sunday Segue Wrestling Podcast, episode 167. It's your boy, Kinny Killa, out here with Belmont Banter himself, Mr. James Belmont, and my mate Bill from London Town, Billy Johnson. Okay, so let's kick into some stuff that happened on Raw. Billy, the opening segment, mate. What the fuck? These guys, all 6 guys, sitting on ladders. Some of it was good. That visual I didn't feel was good. But what about the interaction between the guys?
I suppose it was different, and the interaction was a bit wooden at times, but it was different for once. I'll give WWE, like, at least we didn't have, like, one guy come out and then the next guy interrupt him and so on and so on. So at least we didn't get that for once.
True. What did you think about Belmont? Sorry, what did you think about the fact that obviously this was a segment which they gave guys time to talk, and Cesaro actually didn't get pretty much any?
Maybe they protected him, blessing in disguise.
Mm-hmm.
He's not renowned for being the best talker. It's not a knock on him, but he just hasn't really had time to do it and develop. So I reckon maybe that's a good idea.
Well, later they gave him time to talk in the ring. They give him time to talk in the ring.
Swings and roundabouts.
Oh yeah.
Friend. Can't give him too much like mic time.
Belmont, Rollins and Reigns were off TV this week. Did it give the show a bit of a refreshing feel to allow other guys to be on there and just have the whole video segments instead?
Well, yeah, I mean, because with Reigns, it was all the whole show's revolved around him, and people, let's face it, they're not big fans of him at the moment, so maybe it's a good idea to keep him off for a week. As for Rollins, I'm a bit confused as to why, because he's just come back. Should have come back as babyface, but I've covered all that on my show. Mm-hmm. People are going to miss him. It's still like that void there, you know? It still like feels there's something missing from the show.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, the videos themselves, Billy, I mean, I think that WWE always can do that shit so well. The only thing that bugged me is the fact that it still imaged him as a babyface. It was just still weird.
It was a bit weird. That's what WWE wants, so that's what they're going to do, and they're going to force their fans to like it or lump it. So the Vince McMahon way of booking these days.
Oh, my days. Speaking of booking, AJ Styles against Cena, you know, they keep saying it's a WrestleMania match, but it's at Money in the Bank. These two guys, I was looking forward to this to see what kind of rebuttal Cena would have, you know, whether he'll come out being angry or he'll come out being like, yay, he kicked my ass last week. Woo!
Let's smile.
Yeah.
Nice guy, Cena.
But he came out, he started doing that nice guy shit, but as soon as AJ came out, he started delving into the bag a bit, you know, delving into the bag, doing a little bit of home truths, you know, it's like, listen here, homie. I was like, oh shit, okay, Cena's out, he's doing some shit. I thought, go on, Cena, go on, mate, okay, pull back, mate, pull back, Cena, pull back, going too far, mate, going too far, shit, man, yeah.
Mate, you did down too far.
He went too far. Bill, I mean, AJ, obviously, you know, he's not, yeah, you know, they say that he's not really good on the mic. I thought he's been doing really well up until this moment where they decided to put these two guys together, and usually, you know, they would let Cena, you know, lick ass a little bit, get the guy over, but instead he went straight for the jugular and just like demeaned everything that he did since he's been in WWE.
Now, John Cena does like to, quote unquote, bury people. Well, that's what the internet tells me anyway. No, I thought it was a bit stiff on Cena's part, but for some strange reason, you know, Cena isn't pandering to the internet crowd, so he might as well be stiff with one of their favourites and get some heat on himself. It's a bit of a strange one. Obviously, the reaction's going to pretty much just be the talking point of this entire match at Money in the Bank, and I'm sure that Cena, we love Cena, we hate Cena chance will be very ripe at Money in the Bank, but a bit stiff with what both men said really at one another, I thought.
Yeah, I don't think Styles was left out to dry. I think he held his own, to be fair to him, because probably just flat out said it. Guys like, you bury me. And I was like, oh.
You threw the word out there.
He had that one in his back pocket.
Oh my days. Belmont. Cesaro, clean win over Y2J. Now Cesaro has been putting in some bloody amazing performances on Raw week after week after week after week, as we know he can. I just want them to just keep giving him more chances to get his character over. Now, Cesaro's in a better place than he was a few years ago. Do you feel that they are now seeing him how we kind of see him?
I think so, because apparently, well, the internet, take it with a pinch of salt, but I've heard that Vince McMahon is really impressed with AJ Styles, hence why he's getting these top matches, like for the title, back-to-back pay-per-views now facing Cena. He's not getting buried, get over it. He's in good matches here. As Cesaro goes, I think now they're finally starting to see he's amazing strength, great ring technician. The James Bond thing that he's got going on with that suit, that is wicked. So much better than the crap he was doing before. It's the only way is up for him, surely now. Now, this has got to be the year that he does something major.
Yeah, definitely. Money in the Bank's going to be interesting, man. Money in the Bank's going to be interesting. It's easy for us to be like, yep, Kevin Owens, he's going to win it easily. But, man, I don't know. I just feel like they're going to bust a WrestleMania and just do something weird. But Kevin Owens with the briefcase, could you imagine?
God.
The promos.
The only thing I don't want to happen is if he does win, is to have the curse of the briefcase, where he loses every single week up until he cashes it in for the title, and then goes on a right horrid run, and then everyone just gets sick of it, and then he just loses it and then falls into obscurity. I don't want that to happen.
Well, maybe they did it. Maybe they did it. Do a flip side because he lost clean to Ambrose this week on Raw. So maybe they're doing it. Maybe they're getting all the losses out of the way, and then he wins.
Maybe maybe just get him out of the system now.
I'm just gonna win everything, and he just literally just keeps killing people with the briefcase. Back, like, you know, he just uses the briefcase as a weapon. He just keeps killing people with it. I fucking would love that. Pop up powerbomb in the briefcase like every time.
That briefcase won't last very long.
Have you seen Rollins' briefcase?
True.
My days. Oh jeez. Now Sasha Banks. Okay, she's been off TV for a while. She got concussion at a live show. She's now passed the test, the impact test or whatever. So she's due to be back for a program with Charlotte at SummerSlam. I believe. Well, can't they bring her back sooner? Because I feel like this segment with the women was absolutely shocking. So shocking that Becky Lynch, Bill, she fell over Natalya. Like, it looked comical.
Oh, well, that's what you really needed with the women's wrestling revolution. Is that what they're calling it now? Or is that a hashtag?
No, that hashtag is gone, Bill.
Okay. Sasha obviously is one of the most over women's wrestlers that they've got. Think Charlotte's doing a fine job as champion, and I would certainly hold off on Sasha's ascent until at least WrestleMania, because it needs to be a big moment for a win. But you read things on the internet. The internet seems to know everything that's going on. Apparently, Vince McMahon is none too keen on Sasha Banks. Apparently, she only has one speed, and that's too much. She goes full force too much. Apparently.
What did you know?
We're all sort of reading that Vince is thinking of not pushing her forward for the title. So
that's not Vince. That's Kevin the Dick Dunn talking. That's what that is.
I knew this was going to get your
that's it now.
Okay. Just briefly before we go to another break. Breaking Ground. Has any of you guys watched it?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Now, Bill, I'll address this to you. WWE know how to put on a fucking documentary, mate. Right? Because if they want to put guys over and you really want to find out about these guys, just do fucking Breaking Ground for every single guy on the roster, because they fucking need it. They need it. There's some guys I still don't know about the Usos. Why are they here? Who are the Usos? What are they doing? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's guys out there that they need these kind of things for. Breaking Ground was absolutely on the money. The way that they showcased the guys going up to the main roster, the way they showcased the guys that are still down, like Tino Sabatelli, some of the others, Bailey still being down there, the way they shone the light on Apollo Crews, and the fact that the guy was crying, the guy was...
Yeah. with Apollo, that call up, that got very emotional. You could see he was really happy, and it was completely unexpected. That shows also made me care about people like ZZ, and I would have never thought I would have cared about someone called ZZ. For fuck's sake, I think they do a tremendous job in establishing characters that way, but then as soon as they get on TV, they don't do that. So it's like it defeats the purpose of putting that show on. They're probably saying, oh well, only X amount of viewers are watching Breaking Ground that are watching Raw, so what are they going to know about this and that? What they said on that show. So it sort of defeats the purpose of putting all this together. But people like me and you, Kenny, and James, and we'll watch all this crap.
I'm a sucker for that shit, man. I am a sucker for that shit. I watch that all, man, all day. It's a knowledge base for me, so I like to know all that behind the scenes stuff. I mean, look at the way that they the reaction when they told Enzo and Cass that they were going up.
Yeah, it was just it was very emotional, and it made you feel happy for them. You had a big smile on your face. You're like, oh, well, they finally made it. Thank God for that, and well done to them. And I just like the way Hunter sort of took to one side and said, "You're on the main roster now."
Yeah, and they were like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know, all calm, he just says, "You're on the main roster," and they just were stunned. They couldn't believe it. And,
after this Bacon Ground, I already respected Zack Ryder, but I had even more respect for Zack Ryder after this. Seeing what Mojo Rawley said about the fact that he his time that he wasn't on Raw, he was spending, it was his time off. It was Zack Ryder's time off, and he was spending the time to go and work with Mojo Rawley to help him and help reignite his career. What a guy.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that. He could have just been, going home and collecting his paycheck and messing about with Emma. But no, Zack Ryder is dedicated to the business, and he wants to teach a young man. Yeah, it's Mojo Rawley. He's not exactly everyone's favourite, but still he's trying to help him get over it. And Zack is gone up in my book. Estimation really on him. He's a good bloke, and he's trying to help down there. And I'm sure there's a bit of politics involved where he sees himself having a job after he's in a really active career down at the Performance Centre.
Give it a watch, Belmont. Give it a watch.
I'll give it a go.
Just quickly again before a break, just want to get your reaction, Belmont, to this. I just found out that the next Stone Cold podcast on the 20th of June will be AJ Styles. Is that interesting to you? Do you think that we'll be able? They'll go deep?
I really hope so. Is it on the network or is it just on podcast one now?
Nah, straight after Raw.
Straight after Raw. If they don't restrict it to the point where AJ can't talk about most of his career, where he started off in TNA and then went to Japan, it'd be a very interesting show indeed. But if they restrict it to just where he was in Japan, don't get me wrong, he killed it in Japan, but if they just do it from there up until now, I think that discredits him a little bit, because he has worked his arse off for years, mate. Yeah. All around the world, and then he was in TNA, he carried that company, went to Japan, won the title on his first night. He's done a hell of a lot, and I hope they delve into it.
Right, let's go to a break now, and then we'll be back with the final part of Sunday Segue, where we'll do Shug Stunners, Segway Time Machine, and our new segment, as I know I've got some really good feedback from some of you Seg heads out there. You just got curb stomped, okay? So don't you miss it.
There's only one wrestling podcast that gives you honest, uncut opinions and the most unique trivia since WWE did The Weakest Link. And the only place you can hear the show-stealing podcast promo every single week.
Covering WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, Lucha Underground. Max Wrestling Podcast is the place for you. Join myself, Evan Money McCabe, the Phoenix, and the Butcher. Sundays at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time with your host, Danny Dangerously, on VOC Nation and the Swerve Talk Network.
Go to maxwrestling.wix.com/maxwrestling or follow us at maxwrestling UK for more details.
Give in to the madness.
And we're back for the final part of Sunday Segways. What am I talking about? I'm blurring my words, man. Blubbering my words. Sunday Segway, episode 167. You know who the fuck I am.
That was a shoot.
I'm messing.
Yeah, that was
guys.
like a shoot. You should have let in with that when you started the show up.
I'm messing, guys. Okay, so Sugar Stunners, all right. So move of the week, Belmont. I'll give that to you, my friend. Where have we
Bombardier off the top rope.
Okay, nice. But let me just write this down. But Kinshasa off the top rope. But you know it's Bombardier to us. Kinshasa.
It'll always be Bombardier to me.
Top rope. Okay. Bill. Jobber of the week.
Oh God. Titus O'Neil. I haven't got a reason. Just the Titus.
Titus. Okay. Wrestler of the week. I'm going to give to. Oh man, I have to give it to Reveiw, man. I gotta give it to Reveiw.
Bash and Dawson deserve it.
Fucking deserve it, man. Reveiw. Bad man, right? Bad man, I should say. Reveiw. All right, Segue time machine. Okay, so today in professional wrestling. All right, so what happened? We had Tenzan and Masachono winning the IWGP Tag Championships in 1995. We had Perry Saturn and Chris Benoit, the man who shall not be named, Harry Potter. 1999 they won the WCW Tag Championships. Also 2012 TNA World Tag Team titles won by AJ Styles and Kurt Angle. Booyah. Okay, so the Monday Night Wars. 1996. Okay, WWF Raw episode 162. Belmont. What was the rating?
96.
2.8.
Nah, 4.1.
It
maybe
was 2.7.
Nah, I've been following 96 like all the way.
And this is the reason why we had 3 matches on the show. All we had was a King of the Ring qualifying match. Owen Hart defeated Yoko.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, not Yoko Ono, Yokozuna, guys. Yokozuna. King of the Ring qualifying match. Mark Merrow defeated Skip.
Yeah, that was terrible as well. 15 minutes.
Yeah, the Doctor of Style. Dr. Pritchard, Tom Pritchard.
That was Candino, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Man, I was being generous with the 4.
Wait a minute. Skip and Zip. Yeah, Zip was Dr.
Pritchard.
Zip was Dr. Pritchard. Sorry, Chris Candino. Sorry, man.
I watched this episode like a few weeks back, so I know what you're talking about.
So the main event was Davey Boy Smith defeating the Undertaker by countout.
Yeah, that was the shit as well.
Weak.
Okay, Bill. On the flip side, Nitro episode 39. What did they do?
Oh God. I know the Outsiders were heavily involved, and there was. Something with Lord Steven Regal taking Sting as well and calling him a pretty or something along those lines.
Yeah, what do you reckon the rating was?
Oh God, I think Nitro did them by I'd say a 3-1.
Nah, man, it's 2.6, just below. And here's why. So I think they were building up to Great American Bash, I believe.
There's that one. Okay.
Yeah. That's the one where Sting faced off against Steven Regal. Whereas the promo, the Sting promo is basically saying, yeah, Regal, you're batty, man. Like,
that's pretty much. That's what it was.
Saying. He's like, basically, you're batty, man. Like, that's what he's basically saying. Like,
yeah.
Sting, man, should hold back them words, bruv. And if you don't know what I mean, Seconds, make sure you go and check that out on Twitter. On YouTube, and write us on Twitter. Email us and let us know your thoughts on that. Yeah, there's very, very out there promo by Sting. I don't know what you guys do over there. I know what we do over here. You obviously don't.
Homophobe Sting. I was shocked, to be perfectly honest.
So on this show, we had Scott Steiner defeating Booker T. Yes, not G.I. Bro.
Great
it was
match.
Booker T. We had Diamond Dallas Page defeating Jim Powers. We had Sting defeating Meng. Jim Duggan defeating Dave Taylor. We had a WCW World Heavyweight title match in the middle of this fucking show. The Giant defeated Scott Norton.
Top of the hour.
Yeah. We had Lord Steven Regal defeating Billy Kidman. We had Public Enemy defeating the Nasty Boys by DQ.
Oh, that was a goat match.
And the main event was WCW World Tag Team title match where Lex Luger and Sting defeated the Four Horsemen, Ric Flair, Arn Anderson by DQ. Yeah.
Every Nitro ends in a DQ, but that was a really good match.
Was that when Luger was the heel and Sting was the face?
Something like that.
That was tag team.
Luger's sort of turning babyface now at this point.
Oh, so he's turned at this point, because that was really funny where he's like giving the fans high fives, and Sting's looking at him, he looks away, he's like, get the fuck off me, man, what are you doing?
After we face Lex Luger and the Giant for the gold, sucker, Hulk Hogan, we coming for you.
Oh, there, no.
Yeah,
Poor old Booker.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Any birthdays today? Let's have a look. Any birthdays? No, I don't believe we have of any notoriety. No. Okay. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go to our last segment, which is You Just Got Curb Stomped, where you guys will get to say any professional wrestler in the world who deserves a curb stomp. So I will start off. So I'll tell you, this isn't even a professional wrestler. This is someone who deserves a curb stomp, all right? The lady who decided to come off to an AWF wrestling match, jump the guardrail, and pull out a fucking gun in the ring, right? At a wrestler, this 50-year-old woman, Patricia Ann Rowe, you deserve a motherfucking curb stomp. You know what you paid to see. You sat there while you watched Lee give this guy multiple chair shots while he's being tied up. So you decided to jump the guardrail, go in the ring, flip out a flip knife, untie the guy from the ropes, and then pull out a gun on this motherfucker. You got your ass arrested for fucking assault charges and misconduct. There you go. Sorry about your damn luck. Now, Belmont, who would you like to give a curb stomp to? Who deserves a curb stomp?
Vader. It's got to be Vader. I'm giving him a curb stomp, knocking his eye back out.
Go for the rant, mate. I
cannot stand this guy where he can sit there and rant and rave at a gif of Ospreay and Ricochet and tear into our boy Ospreay. I'm not having it. To knock up the high-flying star when he used to do a fucking moonsault is ridiculous. And he just said, it's a gymnast routine. It was a little standoff. It was 10 seconds out of a 20-minute match. Mm-hmm. Come on, man. It's just it's Cornette syndrome, because then you got his little 50 followers all saying, "Yeah, Vader, you're all right. You're a legend. You're this. You're the best big man of all time." Bitch, please. He was not that good.
Oh,
he had 3 moves and one eye.
What? He had 3 moves.
Standing. What an absolute tool. And you know what? I blocked you. Fuck you, Vader.
Wow.
Mic drop. I'm out. No, not having it.
Oh my days. All right, cool. Billy, your turn, mate, for the rant. Who deserves a curb stomp?
I don't think I can top that, to be perfectly honest.
Doesn't matter, mate. Who deserves a curb?
Oh God, I suppose that woman deserves it, really, doesn't she? She thinks I suppose kayfabe isn't dead, so that's a good thing. Oh God.
If you haven't got anyone, that's fine, mate.
Can I just give it to Savio Vega for King of the Ring '95? I still haven't forgiven him for that night.
Go for it, mate. Rant. Tell him why.
Yeah. Okay, I'm doing it to Savio Vega because I had to sit through 4 of his fucking matches in one night. I will never forgive you, Savio Vega, for making King of the Ring as dull as dishwater as much as you did, my friend.
Well, we just wish every one of your matches was like you versus Steve Austin in a Caribbean strap match where the did the light went out or the top rope broke or something?
But the lights went out in the arena, didn't they? They lost all of that shit, and then they had to have basically a Caribbean strap match, which was apparently quite good in the dark. So wrestling history.
Oh my days. Well, that's the end of the show, people. Just before we get to hear the Twitter handles from these guys, I just want to give a quick shout out to @YoungThrill. There's a video going around with Phil Mitchell mixtape remix, all right, with Giggs, what's it called? Giggs, one of Giggs' tracks, Walking the Hardest. Okay, there's a line in there where he says, "Ben, go get me the patty dough. I love them since I went with the blackie dough, Denise."
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my days. The lyrics in this is amazing. It's fucking amazing. Oh my god. Anywho, all right, Belmont, let the people know where they can find you on the Twitter and where they can find your show too, please.
Okay, you can find me at JX2001. You can find Offshoot Radio at Offshoot Radio.
Billy.
You can find me on the evil Twitter machine at Billy222 me, and give Facebook. God, I did it wrong. Give Offshoot Radio a like on Facebook.
There you go. There you go. I want to give a shout out to Dazzy Lee. Well done, mate. You got yourself married. Nice one, bruv. There you go. You got that ring on your finger. There you go. It's all good. It's me next, mate. It's me next. Yeah, but I just got a bit more time to wait, so it's all good. But yeah, well done. Congratulations, mate, to you and your missus. Apart from that, guys, make sure you check out Sunday Segue TV on the flip side. On the flip side. That's right. I believe it is episode 19, where we'll be reviewing the Best of the Super Junior final. So yeah, make sure you guys check that out with me and No Shady Tom Brady. And if you don't like that, you can choke on that slap nuts. Woo!